Okay, yeah. Do us a favour, put the ironing board up for me. Come on. Not now, Em. I'm going to miss the bus. Where's the bus? Oh, no, leave it till tonight. There's no way I can be late for this meeting. Hiya.
Hello.
I think I'll go mad on my own. The only thing I can think about is his amnio result.
Susanna, the results aren't due till next week. Now, come on, relax.
Oh, I wish. I won't even have Jackie and the girls for company. They move into their own flat later.
Can't say I'll be sorry to have our home back to ourselves again.
I know, but I've liked having Jackie here. At least it stopped me worrying about what she's up to all the time.
Darling, why don't you come into the restaurant with me? I mean, you know, take your mind off things. Could do with the extra pair of hands.
OK, I'll grab my bag.
Great.
Let's hope he does us proud again today, eh? Yeah, well, they've given him an interview, so that must be a good sign, mustn't it? Oh, fingers crossed. There's nothing more I want, you know, than for him to get this job. And the thought of being able to get our heads above water for once in our lives.
Yeah, well, if he does get the job, he might end up teaching Carly at senior school.
Oh, God help her. Sure, right about going back to school next week.
Oh, you know what she's like. She can't wait to get back.
Well, it's just as well. I mean, many kids, you know, you'd have to drag back there after all this time.
Well, the only thing she's moaned about missing is PE.
Anyone else would be glad of the excuse, wouldn't they? I know I would have been.
Yeah. Everything would have been back to normal now if that slime hadn't have turned up. Oh, he makes me flesh crawl. I don't ever went near him.
Have you decided what you're going to do yet?
Besides borrowing a machine gun to blow him off the face of the earth.
Yeah. What's that? It's not mediation he needs.
Who the hell in the right mind comes up with that sort of garbage? I mean, if you could sit down and talk about your troubles, you wouldn't have had them in the first place.
What does LA Law next door think?
Well, she thinks I should do it.
She's on your side there, isn't she?
Yeah, she's great, actually. Not as stuffy as she seems.
She can't be. The noise that comes through that wall some nights.
What there?
I didn't build the house, love. But I've made sure our bedhead doesn't touch the party wall. So what's next?
Well, all I know is that I don't want him to go anywhere near Carly. But if I do take him to court, he's going to get to see her anyway, so I can't win. Look at the state of you.
Man, the state of me. Look at the state of this.
Thought your interview wasn't until this afternoon.
It's not. I just want to make sure I look the part, that's all. Oh, what am I going to do about this? It's the only posh pair of boots I've got.
Well, I've got a nice pair of stacks you can borrow.
It is not funny. This is my big day.
Oh, stop panicking. Look, I've got some glue under the sink. Bring it over here.
Oh, thanks, love. Hey, listen. You don't reckon it's an omen, do you? You know, tell me it's not worth it or something.
Don't talk rubbish.
I hope not. Because I'm really banking on this job. Can't tell you how much I want it.
Good, positive thinking and all that, Dad.
Yeah, well, my chances have got to be good, haven't they? I mean, the kids are used to me. I get good work out of them. Hey, and Michelle's giving me a cracking report, you know.
Pity you got to go in there looking like step two then, isn't it?
Don't be saying that. Do you think you can fix it?
Yes, I should think so.
Look, Dad, stop panicking. You've got just as good a chance as anyone else going for it.
Well, I reckon I've got an even better chance. I mean, they already know me, don't they?
Don't go building your hopes up, love. I mean, if you don't get this job, it's not the end of the world, is it?
Look at that. 6-1 this year.
Is that the hydraulic problem on the shrink wrapper?
Yeah, which is why we need to raise the cash for the reinvestment. So we can get some decent equipment.
And save all our jobs and all that stuff.
And all that stuff. Come in.
Right, how's it going?
I'm going to see Ben.
They're moving him to a spinal unit in Southport today. So as you can imagine, I'm feeling on top of the world.
No, it's a lot more complicated than that.
Go on.
It's Jerry Martin. He's been running the scam. Taking meat out the discard bin and selling it to other companies. He's been making himself a fortune. Believe me, I didn't make the decision to come here lightly, and I don't feel comfortable going out on my own. But I know if this ever got out, the health and safety would have this place closed down like that. So I'm telling you now, off the record, like. You don't believe me, do you?
Why shouldn't I?
You don't seem very shocked. Did you already know?
I picked up a few discrepancies in the stock reports process.
So you've known all along and you haven't done nothing about it?
But I put a stop to it all a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. So how come Jerry Martin's still here?
You can't sack a senior member of the management team just like that these days. I think the most important thing is that any illegalities have been stopped and won't happen again.
Oh, well, that's a relief for everyone except Alexandra Courtney.
Ah, our chicken thief.
That's rubbish. Jerry Martin's been carrying on with her. She's the one he's been paying to fiddle the books to cover his back. You know, the one he sacked because he ended the affair. I think it's about time you heard the full story.
Oh, Andrea, there's only 20 in. Glad you came now.
Suppose so.
Hope you don't expect to be paid.
£10 an hour at the very least.
You'll be paid the same rate as the rest of the waitresses, take it or leave it.
Oh, well, I'll leave it, thank you very much.
Well, I'm sure it's done you the world of good just getting out of the house.
Oh, well, I'm willing to try anything if it makes the day go quicker.
Don't be wishing your life away. I'm sure it'll be all okay.
It's easy enough to say, but what if it isn't? What do we do then? Do you really think we could go through all this again?
We don't want to think about that right now, and hopefully it's something that we'll never have to think about.
But what if...
What if a plane drops out of the sky right now and lands on this place? What if the world ends tomorrow? I mean, we could all go on asking what ifs forever.
I'm just frightened everything's going to go wrong.
That makes two of us. Let's just take each day as it comes, eh?
Then he plants to load of stuff in her locker to make it look like she was on the fiddle. You know, this is the general manager we're talking about. The fella we're all supposed to look up to and respect. And I know for a fact if we took this to a tribunal, it would just be the word of some stupid kid against management. She wouldn't have a leg to stand on. But that does not make it right.
Who else knows about this?
Well, like I said, it's off the record. But you know as well as I do that the last thing this place needs right now is any kind of bad publicity. And Ginger has only got to open her mouth to the press or the health and safety executive. You can kiss goodbye to any hopes of raising any investment money. Nobody likes to buy into bad news.
Exactly. Why should the entire workforce suffer due to the actions of a few corrupt individuals?
Ginger's not corrupt. She might be the original mad cow, but that's about it. He is the only one who's corrupt around here. Not only has he shown a complete disregard for human life, but he's abused his position and manipulated a member of staff who's young enough to be his daughter. How can you justify that? Why should a young girl be given a marching orders while he stays put? What kind of example is that setting, eh?
Anything else you want me to do?
Now, we'll be opening up soon. So, you can either go on the bar or wait on. It's entirely up to you.
I love you, Max.
Oh, gosh, who said that? Where did that come from?
I was just thinking about the night of the explosion.
Oh. What about it?
Well, I just remember coming out of the pathway and then seeing all the mayhem. And when Mike Dixon told me you and Jackie had been trapped, everything just seemed to stand still. Do you know what I mean? Like you're in a dream or something. Nothing seemed real. You know, Mike told me not to panic. Oh, as if I could do anything but. You know, I don't even remember going back for the car.
Poor thing. God knows what you must have been going through.
The drive to the hospital can only take 20 minutes, but it seemed like 20 years, and that was no exaggeration. I was terrified of what I would find when I got there. I kept thinking it would be Matthew and Emily all over again. I kept saying under my breath, no, no, no. I just kept repeating it as if it'd make it all go away. And then, when I eventually got to see you, I've never felt so happy in my whole life. Made me realise how much I do feel for you. I don't want to be dramatic, but I don't think I could live without you.
I don't think it's dramatic. I feel exactly the same.
When we get the result of the test next week, even if the very worst happens, at the end of the day, we still have each other, and that's the most important thing in the whole world. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have you.
Well, you have. I'm here. And I'll always be here. Always.
Let's get this straight. You're telling me you don't want Miss Courtney reinstated?
It's not that I don't. I just think it's gone beyond all that. Ginger dug her own grave at the end of the day.
So what do you want?
Well, I want her sent off with the best deal possible. Let's just do it nice and quiet. You said yourself a word in the wrong ear and this place is history.
It's not a threat.
It's a fact. I'm only here to get the best deal for the people I represent.
Margie, this girl, no matter if she was doing the business with Jerry or he was taking advantage of her, she was still breaking the law by helping him falsify the records.
I know that, but it wouldn't be beneficial for any of us if she went screaming this from the rooftops.
Good. At least we're on the same side over that.
Me and you would never be on the same side. Even if this place was to shut down, who'd be most hard hit? I'm a bit closer to the poverty line than you are.
Okay. Okay, we'll pay her off.
And what about good old Jerry? What happens to him, if anything? What's that?
Good old Jerry's post-dated letter of resignation. As soon as we tie up the investment cash, he walks.
And I bet you he's sent off with a nice little backhander to keep him quiet. What about Ginger?
What about her?
Well, I'm talking 6 months at least.
And if I agree, she will go quietly.
Well, I think I can see to that.
And this is definitely off the record.
If I can take all the credit for forcing the management client out.
It's a deal.
Linda Smith. After you.
Is your leg all right, love?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you must tell me if it's hurting you, because we've still got to be careful, you know.
Lawrence Mummy let us play with the paint.
Did she? Let's have a look. Oh, that's brilliant. Aren't you a clever girl, eh?
Kylie? Hiya. It's me. It's Daddy.
What are you doing here?
I called your house, but there's nobody there.
What do you want?
Just come to say hello to my daughter. How you doing?
Get lost, Gary.
What's the problem?
What are you playing at, following us around?
Well, like I said, I called it yours, and then there was...
Well, don't make a habit of it. If I find you around here again, I'll call the police. Do you hear me?
You can do whatever you like. I'm not doing anything illegal, so you'd be wasting your time.
Just leave us alone, eh? Come on, Kyles.
Carmel! Hello again. You'll have to stop meeting like this, you know.
Yeah?
Until I poach back all my old customers.
How do you mean?
Well, I'm trying to get my old round back here on the windows, and I've got to earn a living somehow, haven't I?
Well, didn't think it'd be that easy getting you round back.
Well, it's easier than I thought. Apparently the fellow who got the round's been messing around, hasn't been turning up, and people have been doing their own, so back to the old George Formby routine for me. Turned out nice again, eh?
Busy old Ben can't say the same. It's going to be a nightmare going backwards and forwards with him all the time.
Sorry, I didn't mean... Did he tell you I wanted to see him?
Oh, yeah. He was over the moon. Listen, I had a chat with the specialist, and he said that when Ben comes home, well, wherever he's going to be living, it's going to have to be modified for him. So we need to talk whether me and Mel and Tim can carry on living in your house.
Oh, Carmel, I don't want you worrying about things like that. Listen, Rachel moves back into a flat today. You can carry on living there, and I'll still help you with the bills. I know you must be feeling it hard.
I don't want to take money off you when you're not even living there.
I can't believe it's come to this, you know. I can't tell you how sorry I am.
Yeah, but it doesn't change anything, does it?
Do you think you might ever be able to take me back?
What? Me, you and Ben living in the same house. Happy families.
Sorry it's taken so long to get round to you. Been a very long day.
Last but not least, eh?
Come through.
Come on, Kylie. Oh, will you just do one, Gary, before I get me dad out here?
Oh, stop it, Lindsay. You're scaring me.
No, just leave us alone. We don't want to know you.
You know how to get rid of me. 10 grand, and I'm gone.
You must think I'm stupid.
You know the score. No deal. No easy divorce. No easy time over.
Yeah, well, you're wasting your time. I mean, even if I was to pay off, where do you think I'd get that type of money from? Are we going to chippy, for God's sake?
Well, looks like you'll both be seeing a lot more of me then.
Why are you doing this?
Why not?
Well, let's face it. You don't give a damn about Kylie.
Look, you're getting what you want. Weddings are expensive things. Just consider me another expense. Why should I be left with none?
You can't pester us like this.
I can pester you as much as I like, and I intend to.
Well, I've already filed for a divorce, and I'll take you to court if I have to. I mean it.
Suits me fine. My solicitor's already told me you can't stop me from seeing my own daughter. I have rights.
Don't know what I ever saw in you.
Oh, don't get nasty. All right, babe. I'm going. Do I get a kiss?
Take your hands off her.
All right. Don't get your knickers in a twist. I'll see you around.
Well, I really do feel I've got a lot to offer. Working here has been sound and very beneficial. I've learned a lot from the kids, and I think they've learned a lot from me. I feel as if I've come a long way in a very short time, and really there's nothing I'd like more than a chance to keep up the good work next term. I've built up a good relationship with them, even the most difficult ones. I think probably being a local lad myself makes it easier for me to understand their needs. You know, they don't see me as some big posh teacher who lives a million miles away and has no idea where they're coming from. And it's almost like I'm on the same wavelength as them, you know. And I think that can help when it comes to discipline and all. If you see what I mean.
Which leads me nicely to my next question. What's your own personal strategy when it comes to discipline?
Well, I'm not into these big teacher-pupil barriers. You know, I had enough of all that when I was at school. I reckon I can get through to them on their level, you know, without them thinking I'm a soft touch or anything like that. I mean, they know they can have a laugh and a joke with me, but they also know that I'm not going to take any messing about. And, well, to be perfectly honest with you, I think that's how you get the best out of them. I know I'll only be newly qualified, but, well, what I lack in experience, I know I'll more than make up for in enthusiasm. I haven't shut up since I walked in, have I? Asked me one question, I answered about 10. Sorry, it's my nerves. I'll shut up now.
No need to apologise at all. I'm delighted you feel you've learnt so much from your experience here.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Why don't you go and grab a coffee in the staff room? I'll come and have a chat with you just as soon as we're finished here.
Grand, yeah, no probs. And, well, thanks very much for giving me an interview.
My pleasure.
Hey, love. Oh, I'm sorry I missed your running competition. I was on my way into the meeting when it suddenly dawned on me. There was no way I could get out of it.
Doesn't matter.
Did your dad go?
No.
But I left him a message on the mobile.
The battery's probably flat with that Katrina ringing on Jason all the time.
Which means neither of them got the message about getting on with that flaming kitchen. I'm awful sorry. How'd you get on?
I won.
Oh, made up. That's brilliant.
Ta.
Can't believe we both missed it. I feel awful now.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, I couldn't expect you to miss your meeting, could I?
Mr. Corkill, could I have a word?
Yeah.
Firstly, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for all your excellent work here these last few months.
Oh, right, thanks.
You gave a very impressive interview. But despite this, I'm afraid we have opted for a more experienced candidate. You mustn't see this in any way as a reflection on your capabilities. Your enthusiasm and commitment is formidable, and I have no doubt you have a very successful career ahead of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you soon. I don't know how you cope with all these people who won't go.
Well, I think you've done enough for one day.
Oh, I'm happy to carry on.
Oh, I'm not. I booked us a nice quiet table for 2.
Oh.
No, it's not here. We are taking the evening off. We're going somewhere else, where someone else can worry about the temperature of the food and the wine and the soup.
Oh, you really do love me, don't you?
I do. Which is why I'm even prepared to give the profits to someone else tonight.
That much?
That much?
Hey, haven't you got a home to go to?
Zoe's out to look her very best next tonight. A little off-the-shoulder number in Sybil.